Hi, Mr. P here. So today I received the new packages. Okay, so this is from Adorama because I bought a new camera. Yes, for those of you who have seen some of my most recent pictures, the camera that I used previously was the OM system, OM5 Mark II, and then just 2 weeks ago, I got a Nikon Z5 II, and both of these cameras came out last year, 2025. I love the Nikon's Z5 II. However, after trying out some sports photography, I went on hiking and take some landscape pictures, and then I also walk around and do some street photography. It was so heavy. Paired with the Nikkor Z 24 to 200 millimeter. Gosh, it's just so heavy to the point that after, let's say, 30 minutes of using it, it hurt my wrist so bad. And so, despite the good image quality that I got from that camera, I had to make a decision. So I returned Nikon Z5 II and made some research, which is the best camera that I could buy that would give me an excellent image quality, capable for low light, and most importantly, light enough for travel, street photography, and hiking. And I came across a legendary brand, which is the Fujifilm. And I got myself a Fujifilm X-T5. And I forgo the kit lens, 16 to 50 or 16 to 80, I guess. And I just bought a standalone camera, just a base camera, and I got myself an XF lens, which is the 16 to 55 f2.8 Mark II, because I've seen a lot of videos, I've read a lot of reviews about that lens, and it was so good. It's like, as they said, it's a zoom lens that is composed of multiple prime lenses. So that's how good that camera is, and rather lens is, and which would be perfect. I'll just probably be missing a long range zoom because that's what I've been using so far with the OM system, OM5 Mark II. I've used the 14 to 150 millimeter, and I think that's an equivalent of 28 to 300 millimeter in a full frame lens. And then with the Nikon Z5 II, I have tried the 24 to 200, and I've got a lot of reach in both of those lenses. And now um, I have picked a shorter zoom lens, okay, in the 16 to 55. So that, I think that's an equivalent of perhaps 24 to 70. I think that's the equivalent of that APS-C lens to a full frame lens. So, but I guess, I mean, I do some landscape photography, street photography, and I think that would be enough. And I can do a lot of cropping, especially that with the Fujifilm X-T5. It's a 40 megapixel sensor. So definitely I could do some cropping if I want to zoom in. I could do some croppings, and it would still provide me with a good image quality for the final output. And another thing with the X-T5 is that I love all those film simulations of stills and even videos that I've seen in YouTube. I so love the picture. I mean, we are at this point wherein retro is a thing. We love to go back and look at the past, reminisce our childhood memories. And so looking at those pictures and videos applied with the Fujifilm film simulations, it was so perfect. And so I have finally decided to get an X-T5. And what's good is that with Adorama, they have this education discount. So if you are a student, if you are a teacher, then you have additional discounts. So I got this camera and this lens probably 100 or $200 cheaper compared if I buy it from Fujifilm store itself or Amazon. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal. And yeah, so let's unbox now my camera, and I'm so excited about this. So let's see. Oops, get my scissors. Okay, so maybe just some padding here to protect the box. Alright, let's see here. The X-T5 Fujifilm. And the other package that I have here is the lens. And the box for the lens is, well, at least for the packaging, it's much bigger. So, yep, and this is the Fujifilm XF16 to 55 f2.8 or LMWR Mark II 16 to 55 millimeter. So, let's unbox the camera first. Okay, so when you open the box, you are welcomed by some documentations, probably the manual, the warranty for this camera. And then we have here at the side, okay, it's a separate small box, which could be containing accessories that are included in this package. So there is a USB-C to USB-C cable. There is, of course, a shoulder strap free from Fujifilm, and this is thick and it looks made of good materials. There is the battery. Okay, there is a mic cable here, mic adapter. I don't know, maybe for recording. And by the way, with me buying a camera, I am really more on doing stills than doing videography in my camera. So I think this camera is just perfect because it's really a photography centric camera compared to the other cameras like the Nikon Z5 II. It's based on reviews made by Petapixel and the others. It's like a really, really good entry-level full-frame hybrid camera. Like, and I've actually tried it. Although I don't really shoot much. videos with my camera. So I just tried it, so some sample videos, and it was really good. It's really really good. I mean, when I read all those reviews with them comparing different cameras, the Nikon Z5 II has higher ratings. They give higher score to Nikon Z5 II compared to the Fujifilm X-T5. But then again, as I said, there could be some it could be something that is objective, okay, and it depends on your preference actually. So they also provided here different power adapters, okay, depending on where country you're living in. So they are pretty generous in providing different power adapter heads here, so which is good. And this is the charging brick. So yes, the battery can be charged directly using a power brick and a cord in the camera. So which is good. I mean, with all the modern cameras, that's the way it is. But then I actually bought spare batteries. So and that those spare batteries actually came with a charger itself. So most likely that's how I will be using it instead of this power bricks. So yeah. All right. So these are the accessories. So I have this. Okay. Whoops. Let's set this aside for now and go and check the camera itself. Oops. Okay. So I chose the silver variant because it looks so good. It's so beautiful in the pictures. And now removing it in the plastic, I must say it's pretty. And it's really, really light compared to the Nikon Z5 II. When I first got it, just the camera body itself, it's so heavy. And so with this one, let's just check just to make sure that that there are no scratches, that this is indeed a new camera. It smells like a new camera. So there are no damages. Okay, physically. Okay, what is this? There's this slot for the micro SD. Okay, the viewfinder looks fine. No scratches, no dents. Okay, with the sensor, it looks fine. I don't know. This is an APS-C sensor, and I don't know. It looks just the same as the size of a Micro Four Thirds, like which is the OM5 Mark II that I've tried, which is my first ever camera. Yeah, it looked the same size of a Micro Four Thirds, but yeah, this is an APS-C sensor. So, yep, everything looks good. If you are hearing that sound, it sounds good. Okay. And this is the screen just tilting. Yeah, I think I must agree with the photographers in their videos saying how good this kind of a tilting screen is compared to the articulating one. So which is looks better. Okay. All right. So far, everything's looking good. Okay, let's just test if this will power up using the battery. I hope it has a charge, so that I could really test out if the camera is working. And I hope everything is working and that this really is new and there are no defects whatsoever, because I would really hate it. So I was so excited to receive this camera. Okay, and on. It's not turning on, so it means the battery is drained. Yeah, maybe I'll have to charge it. Anyway, so yeah, for now, I'll leave it as is. Off. I'll be charging this camera later on and see if it would power on. So, yeah, I hope the battery is just really drained. All right, that would be it for the camera box. Okay. And let's now proceed with the lens. Let's unbox the lens. Okay. The box also looks good. Okay. Registration card. There is the lens case. There are these owner's manual and some other documentations, papers here that I might just be reading later on. And let's look at the lens. This is it basically for a lens. Of course, there's a lens hood. So I think the way to describe it is that it's a Lotus lens hood. So other lenses have this bayonet. There's this rounded one, and I mean I don't like those rounded ones. It just doesn't have an appeal, or it doesn't add up to the aesthetics of the camera. But with the likes of a Lotus like this one and the bayonet style, it adds to the aesthetic of the camera itself. So let's see, no scratches. So it means this is really new. And the lens is also lightweight. I'm so excited. I'm so happy with this. That everything's way lighter now. This one. I think with the camera body it's like more or less 470 grams. And with this camera lens, I think it's also about 450-ish. I'm not sure. So, or 300 grams, more or less. So if you combine this two, it's really under 1 kilogram. And when I thinking about that Nikon Z5 II and the Nikkor 24-200, when you combine those, it's more or less 1.2 kilograms. So imagine how heavy it is. So yeah, I guess when I computed the total weight for this one, it ended up around 700 grams. So which would be perfect, which is really perfect. So yeah, holding this now, I have no regrets of getting this weight wise. So I could really feel the difference between this and oh yeah, it's as if I'm holding my OM5 Mark II again. Okay, so the lens all looks good. Okay, everything seemed new. Okay. What's this? Is this just something from? Anyway, let's see here. I'm just checking out the lens glass. If everything looks good, there are no cracks. I'm not seeing anything here. Everything looks good. Let's try out putting it. Oh, yeah. You see how aesthetic it is with this kind of a lens hood. And this is the maximum for the zoom, and it's way shorter than the Nikon Z5 II and the Nikkor 24 to 200. And really, it's, as far as I can remember, it's probably the same length as the 14 to 150 millimeter lens in my OM5 Mark II, or probably this one shorter. So yeah, and combining these two, both are weather resistant, so which is perfect and would give me this confidence to shoot outside, shoot pictures outside, regardless of the weather. But then, of course, I still be very cautious about using it. And as for the grip, holding it, I regret getting an L grip from Small Rig, because this feels perfect. Well, let's see once I receive that L grip if it's much more ergonomic. But so far, the way I'm holding it right now, it feels good. It really feels good. So maybe something that I should have bought. I saw in Amazon this thumb grip where you put it on the hot shoe, and then there's an extension here where you can put your thumb for it to rest when you are shooting. So yeah. As for the size, my hand fits nice. Fits okay. I mean, definitely with the Nikon Z5 II, ergonomics wise, it's also pretty good. Actually, it's way better than this one, but I'm satisfied with this. And definitely, full frame bodies are much bigger compared to APS-C and the Micro Four Thirds, so that's given. And so I think that's it for now with this unboxing. Okay, and initial thoughts about the camera, and I have to charge it first for me to test out how good this camera really is. So see ya.